All right. Finally, I got it fixed. I've had to delete a stupid amount of pictures and I haven't gotten to the videos just yet. So, and hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Um I know we're not all smart in all different aspects, like, certain areas that you don't have knowledge in. And like I kind of feel stupid like even saying this, but fuck it. I'm me. And, like I said, not the most brightest man in the world. I know I'm not, the dumbest either. I got a little bit going on up here. But I didn't think about it. Now, like I said, all on me. Like, hello, duh. What I'm getting at is between videos, pictures, and like screenshots. Because you guys know I do DoorDash. So I was like, whenever I do DoorDash, after I take snap a picture for the customer and for DoorDash, just showing where the orders at and such, I'll screenshot that just in case, because now if there's any other dashers out there, you may have ran across this potential issue as well. But I didn't think about it. And the funny thing was, one night, I just so happened to be dashing. As you guys know, I usually am up in Oxford, Ohio. I'm currently, actually, I'm paused all my dashes at the moment because I wanted to make this video. It's not full on, honestly, about DoorDash, but it has obviously things to do with DoorDash. But the other part is, I'll get to that, of course. But no, really quickly, like I ran into one of my old bosses, from when I used to do like online grocery picking for Kroger. Well, that said boss, to this day, as I'm literally making this video, still works there. But what she was saying is like, when you go to a customer's house or whatever, she was getting it to where, and I'm not no disrespect or anything towards the college students, but that's where she dashes at because she lives up there. And she had a couple times where after she had delivered the order, um, somebody apparently on the other end was claiming that said order didn't get delivered. Well, she's like, ever since then, I've been screenshotting after I take the picture, which is a very smart idea because not only does it cover the dasher's ass because you're showing that screenshot, plus once you take that picture, it goes not only to DoorDash to confirm the fact that you've delivered said order, but also to the customer so they can see of where you've left that order. Um, so basically, what that point is saying is, I have so many fucking different screenshots, and you can tell just by like looking at the pictures, it's back in like spring or summer. Obviously, that food has already been consumed and deposited, if you will. um, so that's about the whole factor of DoorDash and a factor of like, because I had my phone so full, and like I said, I wasn't using this fully, and that's of course all on me for being a dumbass. Like, hey, you know what? Taking pictures, taking video. Guess what it does, idiot? It takes up space in the phone. The phone can only hold so much storage, and then it starts making the phone slow, which I'm having a slow dumbass moment in that, not thinking like, because you guys get clips all the time of like whether I make a short or make a video like this, all that. I know it does. It's just, I don't know, the brain wasn't functioning, I guess, properly. And like, I mean, it literally got to the point, I don't know, maybe I'm just like tripping here, but I promise, like, the last couple days to where I've been dashing, literally even the audio for the GPS to tell me of which way to go wasn't working until I got up to the customer's house, and like customer request that you like leave at the door, hand it to them, so on and so forth. I know it sounds really weird, but after I got literally thousands of pictures taken off my phone, I haven't gone through a whole lot of the videos per se, but literally after I got those thousands of pictures taken off here, and I don't know, I mean, I'm not like computer savvy, and like all this technology obviously it's very good to an extent. It's kind of shitty in other ways. That's just the way I look at it. But I didn't think, and I mean, I could be just tripping on that end, but it's just weird. Like, it got so full to where it started cutting that out. Yet, once I deleted all that shit, literally the GPS wanted to start telling me which roads to go. I could be tripping. It might have been something else, but I tell you, like, I've had every type of notification sound up, even the little bitty speaker that shows on whenever you're actual had the GPS up there. I make sure, because I even clicked it where it showed like the little line going through it where it was muting it, and I unclicked it to, make it to where it would say something. So anyhow, I got all that done, so now I don't have to worry about the timer. Now, granted, I don't have it like a fancy, like, I think if I put it in like AK60 to record for you guys, you guys don't need it like in the most high def quality to watch a simple video. But I was noticing, I guess it's just like a higher quality. It does start to put a timer on there, but I got it back to where now it's just obviously accumulating time for me recording. Out of the factor the other day, I had it saying, and which makes sense, like I said, it only had an X amount of time to where basically it would have been a full inventory of, pictures, videos, and all that. So, yeah. When you get older, you get wiser, but it doesn't mean you get wiser in all aspects of life. And it's like, there's things, and I mean, obviously, that was something stupidly simple that I should have thought about, but hey, it is what it is. Anyhow, I know that kind of like was a mashup of between DoorDash and the memory in my phone, but just wanting to let you guys know, obviously I'm back out here dashing and everything. I was kind of wanting to get to the point of making this video more or less of, I know I already got the dashing and everything else in it, but, you guys have been watching my videos and such, so I'm really wanting to, I know I've told you guys I've had the option between a schoolie, a camper, or a U-Haul. I honestly think the schoolie, now somebody did, and I mean, you very well may come back across this video. I can't remember your name, I do apologize, or I would give you the shout out, but I'll give you a shout out in the form of a way. I know that you mentioned when you watched a previous video, you were talking about the schoolie will nickel and dime me to death. Most likely it probably would. The thing is, like, what I'm trying to do, and anybody out there that you guys got, eyeballs and a brain, life. I don't know how it goes in other countries. I live in the States. I don't live, anywhere else, but doesn't mean that here in the future I won't be leaving the States, because that's very well much of a possibility. But you guys know, fucking life is, I mean, it's stupidly expensive. Now, granted, I'm not in the position that a lot of you guys are in. I am grateful to be in the position currently that I'm in, but at some point, I do want to, leave, my current situation and go explore. But you guys know, I mean, your rent is, I don't even want to, honestly, I mean, unless you want to drop it down in the comments and let me know, like, ballpark of what your rent goes for. But it's like, dude, that's just rent. And if you guys got a car note, you got the car note, you got the insurance, you got the gas. I'm grateful for it. I mean, it might be an 06 Sebring, but you know what? No car note. Insurance isn't like cheap, but it's not stupidly expensive. And gas. And to be quite honest with you, if I had the choice right here, right now, today, I'd live in it. And I'm that serious, but excuse me. That's why I'm wanting to get into, I've been wanting to live the nomad lifestyle for, as you guys know, you've watched the videos for umpteen years. I want something to where I don't need a $200,000 fucking, RV motorhome or anything else like that. I just want to keep my life as simple and as cheap as possible. You should not have to work your life away to have a life. I know I've put out another video beforehand talking about that, because you really think about it. I mean, unless you're balling out of control in one way, shape, or form, you guys are just like me out there. Like I said, I do have a little bit more of a comfortable lifestyle than what a greater majority of us out there do have. Don't get me wrong. Of course, I'm not going to, I'm not going to elaborate, my personal life and, all that. To an extent, you guys do get, a lot of what happens in my life, but you don't need to know everything, obviously, which I don't need to know everything about everybody else. It's your life, it's your, personal, all that. But I want to be able to, hell, if I want to go to bed at night and if I want to wake up literally in the middle of the fucking woods and my schooling, I got my windows open. I mean, you guys know what a school bus looks like. They got the open windows to where obviously both sides. But could you just imagine waking up, hearing literally Mother Nature, hearing freaking birds chirping? I mean, granted, yes, you could do that in your regular neighborhood, but waking up in the middle of the woods of having just, no offense, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to sound negative towards other human beings, but I'm just sitting there saying, like, waking up and just having that peaceful sound of knowing you're out in the middle of the woods, you're hearing these birds chirping, and just like, you're waking up and you're in nature. I don't know about you guys, but to me, oh my, man, it like sings to my soul. I just want to be just like, because if you really think about it, bottom line, one human being to the rest of you other human beings out there watching, we are the only creation, the only species that lives on this planet that has to fucking pay to live here. I know I'm not wrong. I mean, granted, there are certain animals, I mean, not trying to sound nasty or gross or anything by any means, it's just how, I guess, the food chain works. Obviously there's animals and such that, live here to an extent. There's certain animals that we do eat. But if you really think about it, the bottom line, we're literally the only species that pays to live here. And to top it off with all of that, last time I checked, not a human being owns the planet. So why the fuck are we paying other human beings for shit that they don't fucking own? Please elaborate that to me. I mean, I can so far go into like so much of that, of trying to explain it, but like the bottom line of it is like, and I know I'm kind of slightly maybe going left field with it, but seriously, please, if anybody knows the answer to it, elaborate and comment down below of who owned the planet, who owned like these businesses and houses and so on and so forth in the first place. Granted, I know obviously these companies have to buy, lumber or whatever type of material it is to say to build your house, to build a business building, a warehouse. But so I don't know. I'll stop on that because I can just go freaking like it's so many different angles on that to where I'll probably confuse you guys basically in ways, and I'm not trying to do that. I'm just basically trying to get to the point to where I'm seriously wanting to take what I've been wanting to do for 20 plus years. It's my dream to go out and explore the world. I don't want to have to sit here and absolutely work my life away to spending out. I mean, I don't even know how much you guys spend out like for everything in like your daily wants and needs and bills and so on and so forth. I can only imagine of how crazily expensive all that shit is, because we all have different wants, we all have different needs, and at the end of the day, you're either going to have or you're not. But I mean, we all know our basic needs. You need basically a roof over your head, one way, shape, or form, clothing, food, and water. That's like your basic life necessities, as far as I'm aware, to live life. But I mean, dude, like all that shit alone, I mean, I've been looking, I just for the hell of it was looking at prices for apartments for like, now granted, a lot of them I was looking for up in Oxford. That's a college town, which a lot of you know from watching the previous videos, of course, and just in general of having the knowledge of that. And dude, like some of these apartments for like a 1 and 2, like they're almost up to $2 fucking grand for an apartment. An apartment, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, and some of them, they don't have any amenities. No pool, no fucking washers and dry, or like laundry room. Um, None of that shit. Like a basic ass, we walk down the hallway, boom, there's your apartment. That's it. For $2 fucking grand. And it's like, and then it's like, these jobs, they don't want to pay you all that much. I know I've like went kind of like left field with everything, but I'm sure that you guys understand. It's like, that's my whole point. Is like, people don't want to pay you to work, for one. So I understand also on another end why a whole lot of people don't want to work. I get it. But I mean, one way, shape, or form, we got to do something, because unless not, you're just going to simply be in a car and not making any money, and you would be homeless. I personally, that's what I'm saying, like with doing the schooling and traveling about everything, I want to choose to be homeless, if you will. I personally, I don't want to be stuck in one spot. I want to be able to drive to any state, any freaking campground, or, I think there's like BLM land. They're all about, and I think all over the place. And if I'm not mistaken, from what I've read up on it, you can actually stay at those places for, I think it's up to like, I want to say 7 days for free. So basically boondocking. And some of you out there know what that means. Others do not. If you don't, as far as I'm aware, boondocking is basically like being out in the middle of the desert, if you will, to where you're basically going without power, unless of course you got solar and things of that nature, because boondocking, as far as I'm aware, you go without power, of like basically like going without like being at a campground where you can plug into shore power. But being out there off of solar, to where obviously if it's a sunny day, granted your panels are going to be getting charged. If it's not, you got 2 or 3 days where it's kind of overcast and not sunny. Solar and overcast don't kind of mix too well, because obviously that's not charging your equipment. But I mean, that right there alone, I would love that, just being out in the middle of the desert. Because even like driving to Vegas with me and the kiddo, driving through Utah and Arizona, oh my gosh, the amount of desert to see that wasn't touched by mankind, that hit me so hard. And it was just like, it was wonderful of seeing that, of just land untouched by man. That was absolutely beautiful and amazing. I mean, I fell in love with it, because it's like, man, it's fucking fantastic. It's just nothing but just miles of desert, and man didn't touch it. And hopefully you guys don't, because we gotta leave some shit the fuck alone. I'm just saying. But yeah, just mainly with that, I just wanted to say, that's what I'm wanting to do. So I'm hoping it might be a ballpark of about 2 years, but mainly I'm trying to go year to year and a half to, I'm hoping within about half a year, I should, and I'm striving for it, to get the schoolie. And that's one thing I've told you guys on here. Once I get it, I will probably ask the person when it comes to that time to getting it. Once I go out and check it out and everything else, I'm going to ask them if I can, record, because, hey, you know what? That's another reason why I had the channel, is to show you guys, things like, some of you may live here in Ohio, some of you don't, but it's like, that's why I show you guys shit like whenever I'm dashing, streaming video games, things of that nature. So I'm going to ask them when I do find the one that I'm wanting and I'm, of course, interested in. I want to ask them, because, like, I want to be able to show you guys as much of this experience as absolutely possible. Obviously, I will respect their wishes. If they don't, want to be recorded and all that, then, yeah, we won't be recording it. But, we'll see what we can do with that situation. After said situation, now once it gets home and everything else, now probably, because hence, of course, the channel's name is Life Unedited. You guys get any type of bloopers, because, like, I'm not going to stop and, like, delete that out and, like, keep on recording whatever. there's no sense in that. I'll just give you guys my bloopers and just be as simple as me being myself. But no, like once I get home and everything, I'll figure out a way, of course, to set the camera up or whatever. I might even have a better camera to actually record it instead of using the cell phone. But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys literally everything to where now, depending on what when I get to schooling, there has been a couple that I've looked at. Now, granted, I don't have the money at all to get anything, but just research, homework, looking for like what you want. And I know I at least want between a 5 to 6 window schoolie. I don't want a big full out school bus because I just no, something small and simple is the only thing I need. But I want to record for you guys the whole process. Like say like if I get a bus that already has the seats, that already has the seats taken out of it. Obviously, I'm not going to record that because they're already taken out. But there's so many like different ideas I already have going for it, and of course, once I get it, you guys can give me any kind of like, and especially if there's anybody out there watching these videos, if this is the type of lifestyle that you're going into or you're already in it, and if you have any types of tips, tricks, ideas, anything for me, please I'm more than willing, or I can't even think of how the fuck to word this. I would be grateful for any type of info that you can give me. Let's see here. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. I just want, because like everything I plan on, filming for you guys and everything, like goofy moments of like, building it and everything else, because I know a lot of people, like I've said in other videos, where they've put, some big time money into it. But you also got to think, these people live in these buses. So, I personally, I don't need my shit being all, to the nines, fancy and shit. I need a bed. I may either make a couch to go over like the equipment for like solar and all that, but if I don't, I might just like slightly like gut a couch, if you will, to kind of put it like over the wheel well and to cover up whatever equipment I may have. But a bed, a couch, I probably will build a wall to put my TV on, and my 5 and my refrigerator, and I'll possibly build a closet. Aside of that, I don't think I necessarily will really need anything. I may, or I may not. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have it just yet, but you guys are more than welcome. That's the damn word. You're more than welcome to join me through this entire journey. And once it's built and I'm ready to hit the road, oh, is it going to be so much better from there. Now the one thing is, I have a few people that do know me, that I haven't actually met in person, that I definitely plan on visiting. So, but the thing is, like, obviously you guys know I'm in Ohio. I plan on actually heading northeast to start my journey. So I wanted to start up in Maine. Obviously, I got to drive through other states I haven't been to beforehand. But, well, I guess I'll like drive up obviously through them. I will visit those states as I'm going through, because, I'm still going to have to come back down southeast as I'm coming down, because North and South Carolina, I've already been there a couple times throughout my life, so obviously nothing at all against them. I might even stop and live on the beach for a fucking month. Yeah. That's another thing. Waking up, hearing the fucking waves, the seagulls, and like, my front yard is the fucking ocean. Tell me that does not sound absolutely fucking blissful. I don't know about you guys, but man, waking up and just looking at your window, I'm like, dude, the ocean. Look at that absolutely stunning view. Man, I'm telling you. Just wait. When I get it, you guys are every bit of it. You guys are going to be along for the ride, hopefully, and, watch the videos. Share, of course, to anybody that has this same idea or is even doing it. Believe me, bring them over here. Like I said, have them. If you guys are doing it as well, comment of let me know of how it is. I mean, it's one thing of watching people through YouTube and all that, but it's a different thing of actually living your dream. This is my dream. It's been my dream, like you guys know already, 20 plus years. I don't want to live in one place. I want to explore this world. There's gotta be so much more out there than... I'm not trying to hate on Ohio. I've lived here all my life, but I gotta go. There's gotta be so much more out there in this life to enjoy in other states, other countries. I gotta go. But with that being said, guys, thank you very much for stopping by, checking out the video. Yes, it was long. I do apologize, but hey, excuse me, some of you guys do enjoy watching the long videos. I know sometimes I get left field and things of that nature, but there's just consistently, like every single day since I've made the channel, it's like, how people are like, man, I can't stop my brain, like whenever I'm trying to go to bed and everything. So that's how my brain works ever since, like, I've actually put in the dedicated time for the channel. It just never stops. It's like, dude, it's like, well, here's an idea for, a video, or like whenever I'm dashing, like, because that's like another thing, like with dashing, there's a couple of guys on here, at least that I know. I'm sure that there's way more out there that I haven't seen. They, of course, would have the phone like I got now, which is my main and only phone, to where I dash, and of course I've paused to make videos and such. But of course they'll have another phone to where they'll do like live dashing. Granted, I'm sure obviously it wouldn't be all that much to just get like a burner phone or something basic just to be able to make videos while I'm using this phone to do the dashes. I would like to do something like that. I also want to I would like to get like 2 GoPro cameras, one where I can, I guess, like kind of like either mount it to the dash or like up on the windshield. That way you guys can see like later on that night, of course, where I would hook it up to the laptop and clip out videos and things of that nature. Because just like the other day, well, not the other day, yesterday, I'm not trying to ramble on about this really quickly, but I was coming up to a red light. I clearly seen it already red, and there was a vehicle ahead of me and then another vehicle ahead of them. This jackass busts a left. Mind you, like I said, before we even got to the fucking light, it was red. Last time I remember, red means fucking stop. Green, go. Yellow, go really, really fast. And I was like, yield, yo. But yeah, this fucking idiot literally busts around, goes into the turning lane. Thankfully, for everybody, nobody else is coming and everybody was paying attention. He goes around the car in front of me, or excuse me, the car in front of me goes around the vehicle in front of them. Again, mind you, red light. I'm seeing it as I'm pulling up to it. It's a red light. Flies around the car in front of him. Like I said, he's in front of me. And just blasts through. I'm like, you're lucky that people are paying attention, because if anybody hits you, you're at fault for a multitude of reasons. But that's what I'm saying. I want to get a dash cam for the front and for the back, so throughout the day, if I can catch something on the phone or whatever, cool. But there might be something I can get on the dash cam for the front and back, that later on when I get home, I'll be like, hey, you know what? Like, I ran past something I think that, the channel would like, so I'll throw it on here for you. But other than that, I'm going to let you guys go, because I'm already almost a 30-minute video. I do apologize for it being so long, but hey, that's what you're here for. You enjoy watching the videos, and I am gratefully appreciative. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. Whether, like I said, whether you watch the videos, you like them, you comment, you sub, anything. Thank you very, very much. With that being said, I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to hop back into dashes, and we'll see you guys later.